Welcome back to the IE427 garage, everybody. Well, we're moving. If you go over to the Mrs. IE427 channel here on YouTube, you can see that we've been dropping subtle hints over the past few months about some changes coming to the shop. Well, the biggest change is that we're moving the shop. In what's going to be probably our first of two moves, we are moving out of the shop that we've been in for the last, 16 years. And we're moving to the other shop, which we have been running our construction business out of. So this is a strategic plan. We are going to be eventually moving out of the state. So in order to do that, we need to do this in two stages. So as you can see behind me, we've already started the process. I've been packing up boxes and whatnot for it seems like forever, but I think it's been about 5 to 6 weeks. And we met with the moving company on Thursday of this week, which was just a couple days ago. And they came and assessed everything that we've got here in the shop and gave us a price, and we have gone ahead and scheduled the move. So at this point, what we need to do is we need to pack up like all this kind of stuff into boxes and get it all ready so that when they show up on moving day, it's just a matter of loading the boxes into their truck and transferring those down to the other shop. So I don't know how much of this stuff anybody's really interested in. I know everybody, including me, hates moving. It seems like whenever you tell your friends, hey, I'm moving, they either hang up on you or before you get the words out of your mouth, they say, oh, I'm busy that weekend. And then you say, well, I haven't told you what weekend yet. So I love all my friends. So if you're watching this, no, I purposely haven't asked any of you to move us because I know how much everybody hates moving. But this is putting a kind of a damper on the Texas car, the prototype, but we did plan this way so that we'd be moving during the paint process. So as Jeff has the car, the body for painting, we wanted to get far enough along or far enough ahead on the chassis of the car to get us kind of moved over to the other shop and then allow me to play a little catch up so that hopefully the chassis and the body are ready at the same time to come back together. Now we've been making progress on the other shop, but we're running a little bit behind. So I may be working out of one of the open bays of the other shop for a while until we can get everything squared away inside the actual shop area, because what we're doing is we're building a shop inside the shop. I just don't want to air condition 2,000 square feet of shop space when I only use maybe 400 square feet to build the cars. So we're trying to do this strategically. But like I said, if you haven't already, go over to the Mrs. IE427 channel, subscribe, because I'm sure she'd enjoy that. But you can see the process that we've been going through, and I'm going to continue, or we're going to continue to update the other channel as well. That'll be more of the construction stuff. But I figured for those of you who haven't made it over to her channel, go ahead and go over there. She has big plans for the channel. I think she wants to give you the softer side of the car hobby. Let all of your misses know what they're in store for when they buy, when the family buys a factory five or any hot rod or weekend cruiser, and how to prepare the best for that so that when you guys go on these trips, sometimes, you know, weekend or week-long trips in your car, you'll be better prepared for it, because Mrs. IE427 has this down to a science. So go over there, give her a like, give her a subscribe, and we're going to go ahead and walk you through, you know, some of the stuff that's going on in this video. But for the most part, this was just a, you know, let you guys all know that we're moving. And so there are changes that are coming to the shop, and this is the biggest one right now. Well, everybody, it's been a long day. We've been just moving stuff around the shop in order to facilitate moving other stuff out. So, as you saw earlier in this video, I had you know, the welders pulled out and some of the other equipment pulled out, because we were trying to get some of the stuff moved from one shop down to the other. And of course, one of those things was Ellie. So you can see the spot that Ellie was residing in for the past, I don't know, 3.5, 4 years is now empty. You saw she is down at the other shop, and the Texas car is still here. It'll probably be one of the last things we move, because we want to get the 4-post lift moved to the other shop first, and then we'll drag the Texas car, the prototype, down there. Same thing with the dually. The dually has become not only a catch-all now, but a moving van. So as some miscellaneous stuff kind of pops up, stuff that we don't feel like boxing, it's either going inside the cab of the dually, or it's going in the bed of the dually. And then some of the you know, stuff that we can actually put into Slytherin, you know, and the other vehicles. Like I put some of my detail supplies and some of those things inside, you know, hats and shirts and stuff like that in Slytherin, because you really don't want to waste a trip. You know, we're not moving all that far. The two shops are within the same city, but again, you just don't want to waste the time or the space in any of the vehicles while you're moving. So we are making use of every available square inch of every vehicle we own in order to get the move done. So I will catch up with you probably in the next day or two, and let you know where we're at. There's still construction going on over at the other shop, but we are putting those videos up on the Mrs. IE427 channel. So if you want to see any of that stuff, log into the Mrs. channel and go ahead and give her a like and a subscribe and all that kind of stuff too. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, I don't know where we're at on this video, but I begged Mrs. IE427 to give me one more day of working on the prototype before the lift needed to move outside to get picked up to go to the other shop. So that's what I did today. And what I did was I started on the carpeting, and I got a pretty good dent made in the carpeting. Now, I tackled some of the biggest pieces and left some of the small, meticulous, like I've got to have to cut this piece out and then make this piece wrap around, and the same thing on the other side. But I wanted to get as much carpet in as I possibly could before the final move, because I don't know how many days it's going to be before I can actually make use of the lift over in the other shop. So if this thing is sitting on the ground and I can do most of the stuff standing up, then I can continue the carpet. So I've got these pieces like here that I told you about. I already did the side piece for the passenger foot box. I haven't done the one for the driver's side foot box, but I can do that on the bench at the other shop. So that's not a big deal. And then I started on the trunk. Now, it's windier than piss outside right now, so I've got the door rolled down. I had it open most of the day. I got a good dent made on the trunk as well. So let me see if I can move this table a little bit. So I got just about half of the trunk done, and I got half of it to go. But the trunk isn't bad because I can kneel down behind the car and I can take care of the rest of the pieces over at the other shop, even if I don't have access to the lift. My fear is that when we move into the other shop, or we move, I'm probably going to have one car on the lift and one below it. And so I won't be able to move the lift up and down until I get some more of the walls completed down there. I've got a good portion of 2 walls done over at the other shop, but I need to get the 3rd wall up, and I need to get the ceiling in before I start moving any like toolboxes or anything else in, because I need full access to the floor so that I can get the scaffold. What the hell happened? I need full access to the floor so I can move my scaffold around to get all of the tin pieces up on the ceiling down at the other shop. And so I'm just kind of stuck, you know. The dually may have to sit outside for a couple of weeks, which is going to suck. But Slytherin should be inside. And then all my tools will be inside as well. You know, we're coming up on summer. It's the end of June. So we shouldn't have any, you know, rain or thunderstorms or anything like that. We don't usually get thunderstorms until August and into September. So I think we're going to be good, but you just don't know. And so, like I said, I don't know where we are on this video. We're moving on Thursday. So that's in 4 more days. So today is Saturday. And then we've got 4 more days, and then we move on Thursday. So I will catch up with you guys when I've got something more to show you. It'll probably be something having to do with the move. Maybe moving the lift, because I got to get that out of here tomorrow. So we'll check you guys later. Well, our goal for today was to get the lift out of the shop and onto the driveway. And I want to really thank Mike Hartman. I called Mike last night at about 5 o'clock in the evening. That was a Saturday evening, and asked him if he could spare some time on Sunday, today, to help me move this thing out of the shop. And he showed up at 9 o'clock this morning, and we got this thing moved. So the lift is on the driveway. We're going to have a local towing company pick this thing up and tow it down to the other shop. They're actually going to load this on the back of a flatbed. I had to move some stuff around here in the shop to make the lift go out the door. What we ended up doing is we ended up getting one corner of it out and then twisting it and then turning it more and then getting that corner under and then twisting a little more and then finally getting it out. And the only issue we had was we nicked the trim on the garage right there at the bottom. We'll give that a quick sand and a little bit of paint, and other than that, I tell you, I'm just happy we got that thing out. I did have to move some cars around. Slytherin had to be moved over here, and then we've got the Texas car just in front of Slytherin. We're going to put those back where they belong for the short term, and all those cars are going to have to be moved out in the next couple days too. All right, so that's it for today. I don't know if I'm going to bring you back for anything else today, but who knows? I might include some of the footage of the lift being moved in over at the other shop. Well, it's moving day, everybody. Our lift was supposed to move 3 days ago, and has not.
The driver that we scheduled first had a problem with his truck and had to postpone. Next day, truck's still not fixed. Third day, we finally found somebody else to do it. We hope that they're going to move that today. You can see the shop. We've got all the stuff that's on rollers kind of down the middle here. Everything's in boxes. And Slytherin's going to go outside for the day and then move down to the other property. The movers have been here like 20 minutes and they've already made a big dent. They brought a lot of boxes down from the upstairs storage and they've started to move some of the toolboxes out. I don't know if they're camera shy, so I don't want to dwell on them too much, but it's happening. All right, upstairs at the shop, you can see we've already started sweeping the floor. All that's left up here for the movers to take care of are the racking and a table. We've got some empty boxes up here, but for the most part, they've got everything from the shop loaded into the moving truck outside. I want to tell you, these guys have done a great job. Two hours so far. Now, we had a lot of this stuff, all of it boxed up, but they did a really good job. In the short amount of time they've been here, the upstairs is cleaned out. It looks so strange up here. It almost looks like it did when I first built the shop. It's bittersweet. It's all for the better, but it's kind of hard to say goodbye. They have got all of the equipment now moved out of the shop and loaded on the truck except for the drill press. I think they're waiting on that. They want to put that close to the door because it weighs a ton. But you can see we've got all the equipment that normally resides over here on this end of the shop out and gone. I believe they're going to move the motorcycle for us as well. So it's all coming together. They ought to be wrapped up on this end in about an hour. And you can see the desk is gone, even the IE 427 clock. We're leaving the TVs for the new owner, but for the most part, the guys are in the truck. I don't know if you can see them out there. Just started it. They are headed down to the new shop. All right, I got Alfred here from A to Z, and he's got the 4-post lift all loaded up and headed down to the other shop. We'll catch up with you guys when we get down there. Well, you can see we have already moved some of the stuff into the shop, but the shop is not done and will not be done for some time. So in the short term, what we're going to do is we're going to move the dually in over here, the workbench, and probably the lift is going to go right over in here with Slytherin underneath and the customer car on top. While we finish out the space over here, I did get a delivery yesterday. I got they're called UFO lights, and they're LED 300 watt or 300 watt equivalent lights that are going to hang. I've got 4 of them, and I already pulled one in the back box, and they are bright. So we're going to be able to get rid of the one LED that I've got hanging there and replace with 4 LEDs. And on the roof, or the ceiling, we're actually going to insulate all that, and we're going to do the PBR panels, which are the panels that are on the outside of the building, and probably do those in silver or white. But that's it for now.
All right, everybody, it is about 4 days after the move, and as you can see, we've got the dually, the workbench in here. We've got the customer car, the Texas car, up on the lift. Slytherin is down below, but the actual shop space is a work in progress. So I'm hoping that I can get the ceiling panels installed inside the shop area where we're going to be doing the car builds, and get the lift moved in there hopefully this coming weekend. But I think I'm going to end the video here. So if this is the first time that you're watching the channel, just know that we do actually build cars. This is just one of those things, and thank you for all watching during the move, because you know, I'm trying to keep content coming out, not just for the car owner of the Texas car, the prototype, but for all of you that have been very loyal subscribers, so that you have something to watch every week. So the next video will probably be another kind of shop update, but if you want to see more of what's going on with the actual shop, go over to the Mrs. IE 427 channel, and we're trying to keep that updated with the actual build progress of the shop. As always, if you are enjoying the content here, please do the like, the share, the subscribe, all that kind of stuff. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.